Hey guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to make this gorgeous high top sneaker. Oh my goodness, it is so stinking cute, and this time I have a pair. So in today's video, we are actually going to be making this one that's right here. I mean, they're both really the same. This one just has longer straps, which is how I know that this is the one we are doing in today's video. So stay tuned and let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is download the file, which I will have a link down below for you guys. Now I have this available in an SVG file, a Silhouette Studio file, and then a PDF. But the PDF is size 12 by 12, so I don't know if that will work. Like, I don't know if you guys will be able to access it. So let me know if you can't and I will change it. But here's the file. So this is going to be the outside color of your shoe. This is the inside, so you guys will see in my video I'm doing pink, and this one's going to be a marble, and then this is the white pieces, and I'm cutting this out in white. Most of the pieces are here. There's just one extra piece that you're going to need to cut out just by hand, but that's pretty much it. And so download that. In the PDF version, you could totally just print and cut. Like, this is what that's gonna look like, and you could just print it and cut out the pieces on your paper or whatever. So I decided I would include a PDF version for that. And I co-collaborated with Josie's Crafty Place on this because she had created a high top shoe. It's her adorable version of the high tops, and definitely check her out, Josie's Crafty Place. And her shoe looks adorable. So she actually took the other file that I had created. She added like this piece and made it into a high top. And then she had everything else pretty much the same. Now what I did is, I think she had a piece that didn't have these pieces on the bottom again. So I added those back. I changed the front piece, like the very tip of the shoe, because the other one was just not working with being resized. So I had changed that and created a whole new one, added the little tabs, and then did an in-center offset for that as well. But everything else is pretty much the same from the original shoe. And Josie also made the tongue longer. So yeah, I guess we kind of created this version together, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So now let's get into the tutorial. So here's the shoe that I created, and we actually are going to make a second pair to match this one today. I think it's so pretty. I use like a marble paper that actually my boyfriend got me a while back. It was like a paper pad, a marble one, but I didn't want to buy it because it was full price at $20, and then my babe just bought it for me because he knew I wouldn't spend $20 on a paper pad. So he bought it for me. And yeah, this is what it looks like, guys. I think it's so stinking cute. I love it. And I added in little pearls back here. I just think it looks cute. I was going to add some hearts here, and I could show you guys what that looks like with the hearts as well. And I was going to use these hearts from the Chasing Dreams collection. I just think that these ones might be a little bit too big for these. And I did order like some puffy hearts on AliExpress. I'm waiting for those to come in. But this was gonna go just like right there. Isn't that so cute? You could do stars as well, little puffy stars, or just, you know, embellish it however you want. But I just felt like if I put a heart here and then a heart there, it's just like so close together. I don't know. So maybe I could just put a heart here. What do you guys think of that? I don't know. Let me know what else I could do to embellish this further. But now let's get into the tutorial, and I can show you guys how we're going to make another one. So if you guys saw my previous video on how to make the shoe, it is going to be very similar. So you're gonna take this piece, and I don't know, lately mine have been super stiff, and I don't know if it's because I just, you know, my paper that I'm using is kind of stiff, I guess, but I didn't feel that it was until I stitched them together. So I'm just taking this inside, and I'm just using my bone folder to curl it a little bit, just to make it easier to then mold and, you know, put in the shape that I need it to be in. So I'm just doing my best curling this. You could also just do this on the edge of a table. Do what you gotta do, but you know, it needs to be able to bend and form around your shoe. So I think that's pretty good. Now the inside of my shoe is going to be pink, and the bottom, so Also, I already stitched on all my pieces to save time. I know in the previous video I did like a time lapse, but to save time I did pre-stitch my pieces. So what I mean is this was the outside one because this one has the tabs. The inside one is the pink and this one does not have tabs. It would be too hard to bend it if it did. So I didn't put tabs on those. But you are going to fold these. I didn't include score lines this time because I felt that with the previous one with score lines, sometimes when you needed to really manipulate like the paper to get it to work, the score lines, it would rip along the score lines. So you could totally delete the score lines from the other one as well, just ungroup and delete. But I didn't include them in this one, and it's also just super easy to just, you know, fold like that. All right, so we got those folded. I'm gonna take my pink piece here, and again, the small part in the back is going to be the one that gets stuck down. So I just want to make sure that I'm going to be sticking this down fairly evenly. Once I put it together, make sure that they would kind of line up on the same side. So you see how like these are kind of even. So I think that's a good place to line up my shoe. So what I'm going to do is take my art glitter glue, and I'm just going to put some glue on those back pieces. That's the easiest place to start. Hopefully you guys are able to see what I am doing, but I'm just kind of holding it in a circle. I'm putting some glue on those tabs in the back, and we're going to start putting this piece on those tabs. So you could use a bone folder along with this, and that's definitely helpful because you want it to stick down. And it's so hard because it really wants to just move on you. It does not want to stay in place. All right, so then once that's pretty much stuck down and not going anywhere this time, I'm going to start on this other side here, and I'm going to put some glue on all the other tabs. I'm going to get through all of them because I'm going to try to stick them all down and manipulate as I go. So you want it to obviously curl around the shoe like that, so this piece goes in. Okay, so you're going to have something like that. Just hold it with your hand, grab your bone folder, and you're going to start, see? It's a, you know, it's a work in progress. Definitely a little tricky. All right, so I'm going to start sticking down my shoe with my bone folder. All right, that looks pretty good. And then we're going to do the other side. Oh, you see how this one is like coming out? I'm just going to stick him down. Make sure he's stuck down too. Okay, so now I'm going to do this other side. Okay, so again, same idea here. Just kind of manipulate the shoe to fold and in the right, you know, direction. Sometimes it feels like you need a third hand for this stuff. But, you know, going in with a bone folder definitely helps a whole lot. So I definitely recommend doing that. It definitely helps it stick better. Okay, so now that we have the base of our shoe done, we're not going to put the bottom on yet. Our next step is to take this piece that has the tabs. This is just the white long piece. We're going to fold all these as well. Again, there's no score lines, just fold them in as far as you can. So I got those folded in, and now these guys are going to go around the front of the shoe. I probably should have curled this part first. Give it a little bit of a curl. All right. So yeah, this is just gonna go like this. And I'm just gonna try to line it up so that it's even again on both sides, and I think that's pretty good. So what I actually do here is I'm gonna take my hot glue to get this side down, just on the very edge here, because I don't want it to move. So I'm just gonna put some hot glue there. Okay, and that's gonna keep that part in place. And then the rest of these I could just start sticking down with the tabs. Alright, so I'm just putting some glue on those tabs again. Making a mess on my desk. I just missed like twice. Get rid of that so that there's no glue all over the place. But anyway, you are just going to glue these down as you go around the shoe. And yes, they may not want to stick, so it does help going in with a bone folder. I was just kind of starting mine off like that, even though it didn't stick anyway. So go in at the bone folder and use your other hand to kind of bring in the other pieces. Okay, so that's stuck down. You guys see how this one's sticking out? I'm going to go in again with my hot glue on this piece right here. And we're just going to make sure that he sticks down. Alright, just like that. Now the next part is, I think this part of our shoe. I mean, it really doesn't matter. We could do this part. We could do the other part. I like to leave this part as my decoration, but I mean, I guess I could add it now too. You know, we're not going to do that part yet. We're going to do this part. This part's the hardest. I never know how much it should go back, and this kind of interferes back here, not like the other shoe, you know, where it was smaller. So this one you have to curl the back on like a lot. So definitely give that a good curl, break up the fibers in the paper. I'm telling you, you're going to be needing that to be pretty flexible. Okay, so this is gonna go something like this. All right, that's actually pretty good like that. And you guys could see here in the back, it's gonna overlap on the back. Just like in my other shoe, which you guys can't really see, these pieces overlapped a little bit in the back of the shoe. And that's okay. All right, just making sure I kind of have this like my other one. Here, I'm gonna stick some hot glue on the bottom. Again, I just want it to stay in place as I manipulate all the other pieces. All right, so that's gonna go like that, and it's kind of like touching the very bottom. Then I'm gonna put another piece of hot glue on the bottom here and mold that into place. Okay, and then the last piece as well, which is right behind this, I guess, curled piece. The hot glue helps a ton, guys. All right, so I got that part done. Now let's do the other side, and we're gonna try to make it as even as possible. All right, and you got your shoe. For the most part, we're not done yet, but getting there. So at this point, I'm going to suggest that you put in the eyelets. So I did 6 eyelets on each side. I'm going to grab another 12. I'm just using these gold ones from AliExpress. And also, guys, yesterday when I was doing this, my Crop-A-Dial, I feel like it's broken or something, because now it's like really hard to set my eyelets and like press down, and you guys are going to see me struggle. So if you guys have any idea of like what is happening, please reach out and let me know, because I don't know, I'm about to like order a new one. So I'm just grabbing 12 eyelets here. Gosh, I'm gonna have to order more of those gold eyelets. They're just from AliExpress, so if you guys want me to, I could have that link down below, but I will probably link it anyway. I'm pretty good with linking stuff. Like if I mention I'm gonna link it, I'm pretty good with it. Oh, actually, I also need a pencil so I can mark down where my eyelets are gonna go. Because this is my second shoe, I do want it to line up pretty well with this one. So let's see, we have, ooh, actually, hold on guys. I can't really put the eyelets in without putting this in. I mean, I could, but I can't at the same time. So you know what, let's put this in first. We'll do the eyelets in a second. So I did not do any stitching on this piece, and that's because this is just the bottom and the top layer has some stitching on it, so I am curving it. And then I'm gonna fold these edges. Just do your best job folding them in. And I'm not really good at it, but what I do then is like I have them all folded in. I put it down. You guys see like some edges are a little like rough. I just go in with my bone folder, like with the point of my bone folder, and I try to round them as best as possible, and it does a pretty good job like giving it a little bit more roundness and smoothing it out a little bit. Now we are going to take those back out, and we're gonna put this in here. We're gonna try to glue it in there, and it's supposed to have a little bit of a curve, so you guys will see, and it's gonna curve on top of that other like shoe piece, just like that. So then it's gonna stay there, but obviously we gotta get that front piece down first. So what I'm gonna do is just put some hot glue on these first 3 tabs, and try to like stick this down straight. Like that's the hardest part. I always feel like I'm a little off in the end in sticking it down. That could be moved a little teeny bit, but that's not moving anymore. Okay, I'm gonna put down some hot glue on that other tab and get this one like down kind of further, just so when you put this down, it kind of lines up. And it's not perfect, guys. This piece is not perfect. I really struggled with it, so bear with me. I'm not good at making files, not really pro. So this one I'm actually going to stick down a little bit inside the shoe to kind of try and get that piece to not stick out as much. And then I'm putting another tab of hot glue right here to press that in. And then this one as well is going to go down in here just like that. So I'm just adding some hot glue, and this is going to go slightly inside of the shoe. So I'm actually going to take this piece off. I know that seems crazy right now, but I want this to straighten out a little bit. It's okay, this is not going to affect our shoe too much. But you see how now it's kind of like curved a little better. I just got to stick it down a little better. Anyway, so I'm gonna stick down, put some glue really on the inside. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. So I'm just putting it on the inside of that white piece, and I'm kind of sticking it to the pink and pushing the pink against it. Get rid of any like hot glue messes. But that way, oh, my hand stuck elsewhere. But that way you can't really tell that there was a gap there originally. Okay, and I'm probably going to do the same thing on the other side, but this one's kind of easier. This one I think I'll be able to manipulate Alright, I'm going to glue this tab back. So then this, again here, just putting some glue on the very inside of the shoe, like in between that crack, because yeah, I didn't know how to make that top piece. And again, I'm just sticking the pink to it so that there's really not much of a, that gap there. Alright, so that looks pretty good. We might as well actually just go in and put on that layering piece while I'm at it. But then the next thing we're doing for sure is the eyelets. You definitely want to do that before you put in the tongue. I made that mistake yesterday and had a hard time putting in my tongue. But anyway, this is going to go right here, and it kind of folds in with all these other pieces, just like that. So I'm just gonna use some regular art glitter glue for this part, and then just the edges we're gonna do some hot glue. So you just want to line it up with your shoe, and then you're going to press down to make sure it stays in place. And again, I told you we're going to put some hot glue on the edges just to get it to stay. Alright, so there is that. Now we're going to go in with our crocodile to do the eyelets. Oh wait, we still didn't even figure out where they go yet. We gotta do that first. And let's try not to mess up like in my other video where it ended up punching a hole through the other side. So what I did in this one yesterday is I actually punched holes with just like a regular hole punch, because getting this thing in is kind of hard. So I ended up using like a regular hole punch after I just labeled where I wanted all the eyelets to go. So I'm gonna eyeball this one for now, and we're gonna see. All right, I think that's pretty good. So let me get a hole punch, and maybe that's why I'm having trouble with the eyelets, because the hole punch is a little bit bigger. But after making so many of these shoes, I definitely figured out that this is the easier version of doing this. So I'm just using my regular hole punch that I have. Oh my god, I got a lot of punched out pieces in there. I'm just gonna line this up and see where to punch a hole, and I'm just gonna punch them all. And by using this, there's no way I could punch, the other side. So that's a pro. Alright, now I'm gonna get a ruler, and you guys might think that doesn't help too much, but I like to think it does in helping me arrange the holes on the other side. So what I do here is I just kind of line up my ruler with the middle of the hole, and then I'll kind of draw a hole on the other side. Alright, so I'm going to start punching, and if we need to move some other pieces around, we will. Alright, so we got our 6 holes totally just estimated. Now this is the hard part that's totally going to kill my hand. So again, if you guys have any ideas, please let me know. And just to show you guys, I don't know if these are the right settings on the crocodile, but I have this one that pokes out a lot. And then, so I'll give you guys letters in case you haven't. I have C on one side, and I really know nothing about this. And then on the other side, I have it on setting number 1. So let me know if that's right, but it looks like it's fine, but once I do the eyelet, it has a really hard time just setting it in place. So please let me know if I'm doing anything wrong, guys, okay? Thank you. Alright, so we're just gonna set these eyelets, try our best to do so. And I don't know, is that pokey like part that sticks out, does that go through the hole from the top or from the bottom? Because I have done it both ways. I don't really see a difference. And you guys see this, like I need to use a lot of force. Oh my god, ow. To like get this to close. So I don't know, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. And I know it was hard to do before, but it's harder now out of like nowhere. Like I did my other shoes just fine, but I feel like right now it's just being extra stubborn. Yeah, okay guys. It's definitely like an arm workout. Like I don't know why it's so hard to do. I know nothing about eyelet setting, so. Oh. Wow, that one's like sideways. I don't know. I think I'm doing this the wrong way. Is it supposed to be set the other way? Let's try putting the pokey part through the top, I guess. Maybe I could hold it in place better. I don't know. Which side is supposed to... I don't know. See, but I did that one and like it didn't even set. It's like moving around in there. I'm definitely doing something wrong here. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. All right, arm workout for today done, but we're about to go for round 2. I guess not arm workout, that's like a hand workout. Okay. I'm totally gonna break this thing one day if I haven't already. All right, done. And does this happen to you guys too? Does like the handle of the eyelet setter like keeps moving down? I don't know, maybe I just got like a defective one or something. All right guys, wow, that was really some hand workout. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is a piece that's not actually, where is that piece? It's not included in the file, but where did I put it? Oh, here it is. All right, so this piece is gonna go here now. Okay, I'm just gonna line it up so that I know it kind of is even on both sides. So we're gonna move this back a little bit. All right, that looks good. And again, we're going in with our hot glue. I thought I ran out of hot glue yesterday doing this, and I was like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? Can't live without hot glue, guys. You cannot. Oh, and I just cut this out to be like 1 1/8 of an inch, like a little bit more than 1 1/8. So I just did that by hand, and then I just stitched around it, and I used a full sheet of paper, but then I measured it before I cut it apart. All right, this bottom piece obviously is gonna get that bottom, but I'm seeing here I didn't stick this down right. So make sure it's just stuck down. So I'm definitely going to put some art glitter glue. But then we're also going to go in with hot glue where we're going to need it. And we'll get like the edges and stuff because those are like the hardest to stay put. Alright, so the bottom of our shoe is done. Now we need to put in this piece. So again here, I'm just going to do some curling. And this piece is just going to attach to here. Now I didn't want it to be too high, but I wanted it to kind of line up with this when it gets pushed out a little. But at the same time, keep in mind that it's going to get pushed down. So I'm going to curl this a little bit more, because it's going to get pushed down by the shoelaces. So you guys see here, I may stick this down, but then it's still going to get pushed down a little further. So we're almost there. And I think that's a good amount. So I'm kind of going to just like hold my finger and know that I have to put hot glue below that. And I'm putting my hand in there, trying to just press it down. so that it stays in place. Okay, and now we are ready to get our gold strip here, and then we are also going to put in my shoelaces. So let me do the gold strip. That part's a little easier, I think. So I have this scrap here. I don't remember how much I cut off here, but let me see. I did 1/2 inch. Okay, so here I'm just going to line up my paper. And I'm not stitching around this part. Guys, I don't know where it stopped recording, but I just looked up and it said recording stopped automatically, so I don't know where that happened. But I took this gold piece of paper and I just cut this to 1/2 inch, and I'm gluing it just around, you know, my shoe. This is gonna be like that little strip. And I just think it adds a little something down here. I was going to do pearls, but I was thinking pearls are a little much with this. Like, this is already marble, but I really do like the gold. It's a little flashy, but I like it, guys. So, yeah, I'm just going in with my art glitter glue here. I did the other one with hot glue, and I actually did it before I even put that whole strip down, and it was so hard to kind of get it to curve. So I definitely recommend doing that strip after you glue down that white piece, but that looks good. Okay, so we have that. Now our last piece here is just to put in our ribbon. Now the ribbon I'm going to be using today, I know in the other one I used one from AliExpress. This time this is one from Amazon. It's a little thicker than the AliExpress one I have, and it's a little bit more on the lighter pink side. This one's a little darker. So we're going to use this. I don't remember how much I cut off for the other one, so I'm hoping I just get like a good amount. But I know I didn't do enough, and I thought I did, but I didn't do enough, which is why this shoe kind of stays open, but I think it looks cute like that. Anyway, so we're just going to do a lot of ribbon. Let's see, I'll tell you guys the measurements, but again, I don't know if they're going to be accurate. Okay, so this is about 26.5 inches. Hold on, no, just kidding, not 26.5. It's 26.5 but one way. So if you double that, you are looking at 53 inches. Okay, so let's try to thread this through. Alright, so that's a pretty good amount, and it does hang down a little bit, not as much or not as little as the other one, but guys, it's so cute. Don't you guys see this? Oh, I don't even know if I was in frame, I apologize. So this is the shoe we just finished together. It's so cute. I'm loving it, guys. I love it. So there's that one, and this is the one I did before. They're both so cute, guys. My nice little pair of shoes. Alright guys, so go grab your free file down below. Thank you again, Josie's Crafty Place, for inspiring me to do high tops and for sharing the file with me before I edited it. And I hope you guys enjoy it as well. I know you guys have been enjoying the regular file, so I hope you guys enjoy this one as well. They're so cute. And please share your projects with me and tag me if you use the file at KarolinasKrafts on Instagram. I love to see your projects, and I do like to repost them, so definitely share. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next crafty video. Bye!